Today, you are going to watch me build a complete landing page for a brand new product from scratch. Absolute scratch, step by step. No theory, no fluff. And somewhere towards the end of this video, I'll give you a special gift. So watch till the end so you don't miss out. Now, here's the product I'll be building a landing page for. A TikTok faceless monetization guide that I created some time ago. It's a digital training that I put together sometime this year on how to monetize faceless TikTok. I noticed that a lot of people have been paying attention to faceless monetization on YouTube, but they do not know that you can actually create faceless TikTok accounts where you do not show your face. You just put out faceless content and also monetize the TikTok account with that. So what did I do? I put it into practice and experienced this for myself for some time, over a period of time. And when I begin to see some growth and also some monetization, no matter how little it was, I was getting some monetization from it. So I said, let me put that into training, and I designed a training that teaches people how to create a faceless TikTok account and monetize it. And today, I will be creating the landing page to sell that training. So then why am I showing you this? I decided to show you this because a landing page and the offer given in it plays up to 80% of the role as to whether your product will sell or not. You see, your landing page is so powerful that it can make or mar your selling process. So if your landing page is able to make people want to get your product and make them want to get it now, so if your landing page has the ACT elements, attention grabbing, then it is clear and compelling, then trust building, builds trust. Then the landing page is going to be your salesperson selling your product day in, day out, 247, even while you sleep. So the landing page is very powerful. And much more powerful is even the offer you give on the landing page. So what do you say on your landing page? How do you script it from the very top to the end? How do you craft headline? How do you craft your offer? And how do you cancel objections and your call to action? These are all important parts. The process of creating an effective landing page. And now we're doing that live with you on this video. But before we start, what is a landing page and why is it important? A landing page is simply your salesperson in print. And when I say your salesperson in print, it means that everything you would say to somebody who wants to buy your product, if you were to be with the person face to face, all of the things you would say to the person, if put into written form, your landing page is that. So, meaning that your landing page is simply everything you will say to make somebody who does not know you from Adam to buy your product being put in written form. And why is it so important? It's important because this is the only thing that stands between you and the sale you want to make. When you drive traffic of people from, say, Facebook, Google, anywhere to your product, what stands between them seeing your product for the first time and buying your product is the landing page and what you say on it. So this is why it is very important to know how to create an effective, landing page. And what must a landing page do and what can it sell? A landing page must do the following things. It must first of all grab the attention of your ideal customer or ideal client. It must grab their attention and it must be able to clear all their doubts. It must be able to clear all their objections, all their fears and their doubts. And the landing page must give a clear description of what the offer is, and it must do a very powerful call to action with elements of urgency and FOMO, fear of missing out. So if your landing page does all of these things, then the landing page is good and is most likely going to give you massive results. So, and what can your landing page sell? Well, a landing page can sell almost anything. In fact, there are landing pages where you want to sell to strangers. You build the landing page to be able to sell to strangers. And there are landing pages that you build to capture leads. And there are landing pages that you build to turn a cold audience to warm audience just to pre-sell them before you actually make the actual selling. Your landing page can also be likened to your funnel. So when we say funnel, the funnel is the entire process from you bringing the person from the adverts on Facebook or Google down to the landing page, down to making them take the action required of them. So that is the funnel. So the landing page is like the engine room of the entire funnel system, or the most important part of the funnel system. So, and there are many types of funnel system. There's a one-way funnel system, the two-way funnel system, the three-way funnel system. And why am I talking about funnel system when I'm talking about landing page? It's because in the process of creating your landing page, you must understand how many pages even required to sell that product or service or intent of yours. So there are some services or intents or products you want to sell that you would need 2 or 3 landing pages combined together to form the funnel system. So there are some products you want to sell that you only need just a singular page. Right from adverts, you drive them to the page and make the sale right away. And there are others that you need to create 2 or 3 pages, whereby maybe on the first page you're only capturing their leads, collecting leads, and the next page you are making them buy, or the next page you are making them have a call with you. Then after which you've held the call, from they are now giving them the link to go buy on the third page. So you must understand what the demands of the product or service you are selling is to know how many pages that will be involved. But the strategy in creating all the pages remain the same. So it must be clear and compelling, and must clear all objections, must give you a clear offer and clear call to action. So for this process, I'm going to be creating the landing page for the faceless TikTok monetization guide. Then the next thing you need to answer is, what is the offer? So what offer are you giving out? What problem are you solving? Then who is your buyer? Who is going to be buying? Then what's the promise you're making to them? What's the big promise? So in every landing page, there must be a promise of a transformation. This is how your life is now before this offer. Then this is what it will become after you've taken the offer. So the promise must be clear, believable, and achievable. So it must be clear, then it must look believable and achievable. So, and to do this, let's say the promise is a big promise, something they actually out of the ordinary. You must cancel up the objections. All the objections like, is this even possible? You must cancel it on that landing page. Then how will this be done? You must answer that. Then who has this worked for before? You must tell them that. So you must cancel every objection that may make the promise look unbelievable altogether. So now I'll be using systeme.io for this one I'm creating now, because I want speed. I want this to be done in 10 to 15 minutes to show you that you can actually create an effective landing page very fast. But you could do this easily by simply following these same steps, whichever platform you're using, whether WordPress with Elementor or any other content management system, or even any page builder at all. So the first thing you want to do is to set up your blank page for the landing page you're about to create. So and for this, like I said, I'll be using systeme.io, and I have created an account. It's free to create an account on systeme.io, so which I'll be using for this landing page we are creating together. Then once you are in your account, the next thing you want to do is click create. So you click create here, then you give your funnel a name. All right, you give your funnel a name. Let me call it TikTok Faceless Monetization Guide. So, and I want to sell with this landing page. So whichever is your goal with your landing page, you select it. For my case, I want to sell this guide. So if you want to collect leads, you select build an audience. Do you understand? So for me, I want to, and if it's a webinar you want to hold, you click on run an evergreen webinar. So for me, I want to sell with this page. So I'll click on sell, and I'll click on, I'll change this currency to whichever currency suits me. So, but let me just change this to US dollars. As you can see, there's Nigerian Naira. Let me just select Nigerian Naira, and then I click save. So now we have the landing page created. So all I need to do is to tap on it, and you see the order form. This is the place we are going to be editing. So this is the page we are going to be editing. So now systeme.io, so systeme.io gives you many templates you can use. So but if you like, you can use any of them, or you can build from absolute scratch. For my case, I don't want to use any of these 3 pages. I want to create a blank page from scratch, so that I can determine how it looks right from scratch. So I'll click add step, and then I'll give this page a name. I will say landing page, and then I'll choose the type. I will say sales page, and I'll click start from scratch and save. Good. So you can see that my landing page has been created. So then I'll come here and click edit page. Now you can see the drag and drop builder that systeme.io gives us. Any element I want to use, I can simply drag. So before this video, I had prepared my script. I prepared everything I need to build this landing page, starting from the script to my testimonials to the everything, the offer. I've prepared everything. So now, this is my headline. So let me copy this. So the next first thing I'll be adding is headline. You can see headline here. I will drag and drop headline. Then I'll click into it and select all and paste my heading. So you can see tired of scrolling TikTok every day without making any money? Question mark. Then I'll go back. Something should be next, and that is a statement from me after the question. So I'll copy this, then I'll come back, and then I'll click back and select headline again and paste it below. You see that? Then I'll select all and paste. So you can see that now I have the main headline and the secondary headline. So the main headline is a question. Then this one is my statement. Turn your TikTok time into money using the Nigeria Faceless TikTok Monetization Guide in 2025. So, but what I need to do design wise is I have to make sure that the biggest text here is the main headline. The secondary headline should be smaller. So what I'll do is I'll reduce font size here to about say 20, about 20. And then for the big one, I'll click on it and increase it a bit to about 32. Now, before I go far, there is a cheat code I want to give you. It's always better to actually design from the mobile view. Why? Because 90 something percent of the people who are going to visit your landing page are going to be doing so from mobile phones. So building from desktop is almost waste of time when you are going to be when most of your traffic is going to be coming in from mobile phones. So I usually do my designs on the mobile view. Then when I'm done with the mobile view, I then go check the desktop version if it's also okay. Whatever little customization I have to do for the desktop version, I then do it. But to save time, I start my design with the mobile view. All right. So now that I've switched over to mobile, you can see that already I need to adjust the size and positioning of the headline 1 and the headline 2. The headline 1 is my question, the headline 2 is the statement. So for the headline 1, I'm going to reduce the size a bit. You know, I think I like 23 or 24. All right. So that is okay. And I will change the font. I'll click on this. I'll go to Google Fonts. I like Google Fonts a lot. Then I'll search for Poppins. I'll be using Poppins for this. You can see. And then I'll change the font style from regular to extra bold. Extra bold. You see? It has become very bold. And then I will reduce the line height a bit. So around 26 is okay. And then for the headline 2, I'm going to reduce the size to say around 17. Let's try 17. I'm going to reduce the line height also. 22 is good. Then I'll go to font, Google Font, select Poppins. So I'll be using Poppins entirely. That's one thing you must do. You must be consistent with your fonts, consistent with your colors, on your landing pages. So then I will have to put a space between the headline 1 and headline 2. All right. So to do this, I'll scroll down and then I'll click on this 4 corner box. Then you see the padding at the top padding. I'll give it around 10. I think 10 is good. So even this headline 1, I'll give it a little top padding so that it can have some space at the top. So my top padding, let's say 10. 10 is good. See that? So now for headline 2, the font style, I'll give it lightweight. Okay. Okay. Lightweight 300 is okay. So now my headline 1 and my headline 2 are set. So let me see what do I have next in my script. So then this statement, this guide shows you how to turn your TikTok into the side as well. I'll copy this, then I'll come back, and all I need to do now is duplicate. So that I won't be reinventing the wheel or doing everything all from scratch. I'll just be duplicating the headlines. Anywhere I need an headline, I'll duplicate the ones I already have to use so that I won't be editing from scratch. So I'll click this, then you see the duplicate icon. I'll select this, then I'll paste my text into it. All right. So I'll reduce the size of this a lot, so around 12. 12 or 13 is okay. 12 or 13 is okay. So, but I'll give it a lot of more space so that it can look neat. So padding, top padding, I'll change this to, let's say, 30. Good. I'll change this to 30, and then I'll go back. So all of this until here, they are normal text. So I'll copy this and go back here. Then all I need to do now is scroll up and click back, and I'll drag and drop the text element. So I'll select this, Control A and paste. Then I'll come to font type. I'll select Google Fonts, click on this and click Poppins. I'll select Poppins. Then font style. Okay. Now there's something that is making this not respond to my styling. If you notice, the text below from "but I will definitely grow to become a strong income," but it will definitely grow to become a strong income, is responding to my styling, but the text above are not responding to my styling. So I have to come back here and check why that is so. So if you see, this is the one that was responding to my styling, this one here that I am highlighting now, but the ones above are not. So that means I have to first of all select everything on this page, select Arial, so that I can undo the formatting. Then the size, select 10, enter. Hey, good. And I'll select everything again, select bold, unselect bold back, so that everything can become normal and the same. So if I now reselect this text and paste, I believe I should be able to style it how I want it styled now. So let's copy again and go paste into my text element. You can see now it's working well. So all I now need to do is click on font style again and change it from 100 to, say, regular. You see, working very well. But I'm not yet pleased with how it is showing this. It's not looking neat enough. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be changing the orientation. I'll be changing the orientation of the text from centralized to right. So I'm using right orientation. Then I'll now give it spaces in between. So from here, discover how several Nigerians are using faceless TikTok videos to monetize their TikTok, grow pages, go viral, and make money. Then I'll give it a little space. Then here I'll give it space again. You see that? Okay. All from your phone. I'll give you space here. So you can see it's looking neat now. So I will redo this process for these two headlines too, because the customization that was in this text before on my Google Docs was affecting the styling. So I'll copy this headline again so that it will look as neat as possible. Control C this, and I'm going to paste it inside my headline here. Good. You can see that looks basic. So now I will now select font style and go now to extra bold. Extra bold. You can see that's looking so neater now. I can even use bold 900 if I like. And use black 900 if I like. You see? So then I'll do the same for this guy as well, which is the headline 2. I'll recopy and then come here paste it. So then I'll come to font style and select medium 500 or something thicker. Let's say semi bold 600. That's beginning to look so good. Then I'm going to reduce the spacing, the top spacing. I'm going to reduce it, which is the padding, to say 10. Aha. You see? And then I can reduce the font just a little bit. So then I can come in here, give it a little space. You see that? Then that's looking very well. And the next thing I want to do is I want to add my offer in bullet list or bullet points. So I'll copy this, Control C, come here, then I'll look for bullet lists. All right, then I'll drag it in. You see that? Drag the bullet list in, and then come here, select everything here, and I paste. You see? So I have to delete this. Aha. So now this headline, I'll make it bold. Then I'll delete this icon here. All right. So then to change the font, I just need to click on font type, click on Google Fonts, and search Poppins. All right. Search Poppins. So now the font is selected. So the next thing I want to do is instead of the green check mark that I copied with it from Google Docs, I'll be using the check mark that is in the bullet list element here. So what I need to do is first of all edit the bullet list color to what I would like. So you can see icon color here. So I'll click on this blue and change it to green. I'll drag it to whichever one I like here. So I think I'm cool with this color. Then what I need to do now is just clear this check mark in front. I'll clear this, bring it down. So I'm just doing the same thing for all of them. You can see this is looking way neater now. So now I have my bullet list. So the next thing I want to work on is the bonuses. I have plus massive bonuses. Then I said bonus one, I want to properly create an international TikTok account in Nigeria. Then bonus two, the exact 5-day TikTok launch plan to kickstart your faceless journey, right? So I will simply just copy all of this, all right? Copy all of this, and then all I have to do is duplicate this bullet list of the benefits. All I have to do is just click duplicate, and then I will paste the bonus list. Then I'll paste the bonus list inside here like this. So now I'll select the headline, make it bold, and then give it some space. So you can see this is done. Then the next thing I do is I go copy this section. Who this is perfect for. All right. It's also like a list, right? It's also bullet list. So I'm just using the same things again and again. You can see very easy. I duplicate this, then I scroll down, select. I want to confirm if it has duplicated. Okay, and I paste. Who is this for? Good. So I'll make the headline bold, give it some space. All right. So then I'll copy this objection canceling. If you notice, this is a very good objection canceling. So let me paste it here. I'm going to drag in a text box. Okay. Then select it, select Control A, and paste. Then I'm going to change the font. to Google Fonts, search poppings. Good. And then I'm going to align it right. Align here. Okay, I can give it a padding on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'll give it like 5. Yeah, like this. So I can give it 5 on this side too. Good. I like this. So you can notice, if you notice, this is good objection cancelling. You don't need a camera, you don't need a ring light, you don't need to show your real face or use your voice. You don't need to have any followers already. So that's exactly what I'm saying. So these are all objections that will be in minds of people. Hope I don't need to have followers. Hope I don't need to show my face for real. Hope I don't need ring lights. Hope all of those hope. I'm canceling them already. You see them. So then, what's the next thing here? So this is the point where I bring in some case studies, right? Case studies. So first, let me paste this. Control C this or Control C this. Then just scroll down. Control V. You see that? Good. And then I go here. This image, right? I need it there. So I need to save this image on my laptop. So I'm going to select that image on my computer. I have it on my computer already. So I'm here, just gonna drag it in like this, right? Then insert. As you can see, it is inserted. You can see it's inserted. So then the next thing after that is this text. All I need to do is just copy everything, every other text on this page. I've copied everything. So then let me just copy everything. Let me just copy everything to the very end to speed up. Control C. Then I come here. I'll duplicate this guy. Duplicate this text element. Duplicate. And then I'll drag it, or I'll just click on this arrow to bring it after the image. All right. Then I'll paste it. Control V. Okay, so now I have all the text in here. The only thing I need to do now is there are places where I will need to put images in between this. So then I have this testimonial. So I'm putting in a testimonial image, which is a screenshot. So but I'll be using image. So I'll drag in image in between here. All right. Good. So I'll drag in image, and then this very image I'm going to click on, and I will select the image, click insert. See, the image is in now, and then I'll scroll down. This other image will be below. So let me locate where that image is again. So that image comes in after what several creators also have to say. Several creators also have to say. Okay. What several creators also have to say. So also have to say. So from here, what I need to do is I'll duplicate. Let me scroll up. I'll copy over. Okay. So now the image will come in at that point. So I'll bring this image icon up. All right. And then I'll click it to select the image. So I have it under download. So I'll just drag in the image. You can see it's uploading. And I'll click insert. All right. And then, so I'll have to click into this text to delete the upper part. To delete the upper part here, so that I'm left with the text after that image, according to my script. You see that? So I'm left with this text after the image. So, and that is it. So this page is ready. So the only thing I'll do is little spaces here and there. Click on it. I'll just scroll down and margin bottom, just give it 10. Margin top, give it 10. Spaces here and there. Just spaces here and there. This guy too, I'll do the same thing. I'll scroll down, margin padding top 10, padding bottom 10. So spaces here and there, and I will save. Please always remember to save. Now my landing page is ready. So the checklist of the things you must ensure you go through or you have on your landing page when creating yours, I'll quickly go through them right now. So the first thing is you must have a headline, and this is your hook. If it's weak, nothing else matters. I like to use this formula for my headlines: results plus time frame plus objection killer. So if your headline has these three elements, it's going to do well. An example is if I say something like build a personal brand that attracts clients in 60 days without spending on ads. So I've cancelled the objection. Somebody will be like, can I do that without spending on ads? I've cancelled the objection. So that is a very short but powerful headline. Then the next thing is your landing page must have the hero section. You should have an image or short video that explains or communicates and connects to the people. All right. Then the next thing is you must clearly communicate your offer and the benefits of the offer. So you can use bullet points just like I did in mine to list out the benefits that they will gain by getting your offer. All right. So instead of saying 10 modules, you say 10 simple lessons you get. So transform your mindset from the standpoint of the product or the features to the standpoint of their pain points or the benefits to them. I forget that. Then the next one is social proof. So even if your product is new, you can use proofs from your own personal process, your own results, or from beta testers, or from your superiors, or even other people. You understand? So then you should have the call to action, which is called CTA. Your CTA must be clear, visible, and repeated throughout the page. Your call to action should not be at just one point. This is a mistake I see a lot of people make. You should have call to action at multiple points on the page, especially if your landing page is long. That is, especially if your landing page is lengthy. So you should have your call to action at several multiple points in the landing page. And the next one is you must make sure that your landing page is mobile friendly and mobile optimized. Like I said from the beginning, I even prefer to just design my landing page from the mobile point of view, so that I just go back into the desktop view and edit that later on. Remember that over 90% of people that will see your page will be doing so on their phone. So it doesn't look good there, they're losing money. So all I need to do is to publish this page and then check the live page, see how it looks from the standpoint of a visitor. All right. So I'll just click on this to copy the link, and I'll open a new tab, paste it there to check my page. And as you can see, this is my page. But then I want this page displayed in mobile view, so I'm going to shrink this. So as you can see, I want this page displayed in mobile view, so I'm going to shrink this. I want to see it from the mobile. You can see this is how it's going to look on people's phones. You can see this is looking good, right? And here are some of my other landing pages that I've built for several of my products and services in the past. This is a landing page that has done multiple seven figures for me, thousands of sales. And this is another landing page. In fact, this landing page you're seeing here is currently giving me sales as we speak, massive sales as we speak right now. So, this is what I do day in, day out, every day. All right. And I also do for clients too. So if you copy me and you copy this process, this exact way I explained it, you are going to get results. Remember, the next line should answer whatever doubt or questions that the previous line may raise in their hearts. This is a cheat code that you should always focus on. So if the headline raises a question or doubt in them, let's say they feel, is this possible? The next line after that must cancel that objection immediately. That's the rule. So from the top to the bottom, you get them hooked till the end, and their desire is raging and all their objections or doubts cancelled. With that way, I'm going to get them to take the action, whether to buy the product or buy the service or join your email list, whichever action you want them to take at the end of the landing page. So that exactly is how it is done. And here's my gift to you that I promised in the beginning of this video. If you want me to use your product or service live in our next video and help you build your product or service landing page for you free of charge live in the next video, then tell me what your business does or what your business is all about in the comment section. I'll be randomly selecting a few that stand out to use live in our next videos. If you like how I show everything in real time without gatekeeping, please like this video, and if you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified immediately the next videos drop. Drop a comment what your business is, and I might be selecting yours to build a landing page for your product or service next. See you in the next one.